Okay, so we'll do the exercises at the end of the chapter on databases. Now, we'll start with question 3. Consider the following movie table and write the SQL queries based on it. It's just one table. So let's create the table. So it looks like the movie ID exactly takes three digits, and we're not going to do any math with it. So we can make it as a char of um, 3 if you want to, or uh, or varchar of 4. Okay, so let's say create, let me make it as a database. Create database exercises for the chapter. Okay, it's created. Use exercises chapter. Okay, create table movie. Movie ID is say varchar of say 4, and that's supposed to be a primary key. And movie name varchar of same, can make it 25 if you want. You can make it not null. Category could be varchar of 15, not null. Then release date. Some of the rows are null, so you can leave it to be null if needed. Release date, release date, the date. Then I don't know why they have two columns, production and cost, and that's business cost. So that's just the last one supposed to be business cost. So production cost is not null, is int. Whereas business cost is null, means probably the movie is not released yet. Okay, so this is a table. Now let's insert into movie. Now we can specify the column names and insert. If you're inserting everything, then you don't need to. So values 001 in the movie category is musical. So all our varchars, so I'll put in double quotes. Release date is a date 2018 04/23. Production cost is 124500, and then business cost is this. So that's how much the movie got sold for, or something like that. Yeah, date also is supposed to be in double quotes. So date is supposed to be in double quotes. Okay. Insert into movie values 002. So this is a learning thing. So once so hereafter you put date in double quotes. Okay. And the action, this is 2016 05 17. This is 11200 and 11800. English. So this is horror 2017 08 06. 24500 360 three zeros. Okay. Now let's okay. Do last two with the column names. Then this is adventure 0104 72,000 600,000. Okay, so I'm not going to enter the real estate and business cost for the last two. So you have to make enter the column names and explicitly pass only those column values. Movie ID, movie name, category, and production cost. So these are the four columns for which I'm going to pass values. So movie ID 005. It's a Telugu movie. And its category is action. Release date is not there. Production cost is 100,000. And business cost is not there. Let's check what column name I have. Production. Let's check. Describe movie. This is a command to check what's the name. Oh, I name it as production cost. You can use the alter command. Let's see, alter table. I don't think I can change the spelling. Okay. Let's try the rename command. Rename production cost to production cost. No. Let's see. Let's search how to rename an attribute in a table. Change. Okay, rename column. So I have to use rename column. No. Rename column 2. Okay, it worked. So this is how you change. Alter table, the table name is movie, renames a keyword, column is also a keyword. This is the current column name. 2 is a keyword. To what name you want to give. So now you want to describe movie to say production cost. Good. Okay, so let's now use this, should work. Okay, let's go to the last row. So the last one is Punjabi movie. And that is the comedy movie. And 30,500. The production cost. So you say select star from movie, it will list all the things. And okay, that's the thing. Display all the information from movie table. You can use select star from movie. List business done by the movies showing only movie ID, movie name, and total earning. Total earning to be calculated as the sum of production cost and business cost. Okay. Now you could do this only for the movies that are released yet. So let's do it two ways. You can do it for both all, but Let's do then later for just movies that are released yet. Okay, select movie ID, movie name, production cost, plus business cost as total earning um, from movie. So this will display it like that. Since the business cost is null, when you add production cost and business cost, it will be totally null. So you can make it like this, where release date is not null. Yeah, release date spelling is this release date is not null. Okay, so this is what I did. I said release date, where release date is not null. So is not null is like a comparison expression keyword, not null. So it's null, then you don't have a release date. So business cost will be null. If it's not null, then you have a business cost. So you can add production cost and business cost. Okay. So since you have also labeled this as total earnings, so you can order by, if you want, total earning. And again, it's not case sensitive, so it's going to display an increasing order by default. But if we put DESC, it's going to put by decreasing, descending order. So you will get to see which movie made more money, which movie made less money, and so on. And you can also limit one to just see which is the most maximum earning movie or the minimum earning movie, depending on the case. Now list the different categories of movies. So select, let's say, start from movie. So these are the movie categories we have, and some more action. So we don't want the action to be repeated. So you can say select distinct category from movie. So it will print only the unique category names. So this is how you could get just a distinct category from movies. Find the net profit of each movie showing. So the net profit is the difference between business cost minus and the production cost. Okay, so select movie ID, movie name, then business cost minus production cost as net profit. We need one word, so let's make it like this. Net profit from movie, where again release date is not null. So we can again order by net profit. Okay. This movie ID, movie name and cost for all movies with production cost greater than 10,000 and less than 100,000. Okay, select movie ID, movie name, production cost from movie where production cost is greater than 10,000 and production cost is less than 100,000. So these are the two movies. List details of all movies which fall in the category of comedy or action. So again, if you see these are strings, right? So we can use in operator categories. So select star from movie where category in within parenthesis action or comedy and close the parenthesis. So this is what it is. Okay. Uh, List details of all movies which have not been released yet. So that's like release status now. So select star from movie where release date is null. These are the movies that have not been released yet. Okay. That's question 3. Let's do question 4. Suppose your school management has decided to conduct cricket matches between students of class 11 and class 12. Students of each class are asked to join any of the four teams, Titan, Rockers, Magnet, and Hurricane. During summer vacations, various matches will be conducted between these teams. Help your teacher to do the following. Create a database for and then create table team with following considerations. You should have a column team ID for storing an integer value between 1 to 9. Reverse unique identification of a team. Create team ID. Each team ID should have its associated name, team name, which should be a string of length not less than 10 characters. Make team ID as the primary key. Show structure of very good. Let's do. So you want to create a table database first. So we will not do put it under the exercise thing. So okay, create database. I think I already have. Or let's see, something like this. Semicolon at the end. Then use the database name. So always put semicolon at the end. Otherwise, you go the arrow like this, and you have to put a semicolon. Okay. If I don't put a semicolon at the end, it will go the arrow thing like this, and you have to put a semicolon. So it's expecting you to end the command with a semicolon. Okay, so now you're inside that database, so you can create that table team, and then it should have team ID as an integer, and it's like 1 to 9, and team ID has to be a primary key. And primary key. Team name has to be varchar of 10, and it could be made not null. That is it as of now. Okay, so they didn't specify any column. All right, so let's close this. Okay, so show the structure of the team table. So describe DESC is the command name, and then team is the table name. So this will be the structure of the team table. So these are the four team names that are formed. Okay. So let insert into this team. Insert into team. Just two columns. You can just list the value. One is an integer, so no double quotes. This is a character, so it put it in double quotes. Team Titan. And second thing is team Rockers. So it's more than 10. Okay. So let's use, they didn't probably look at that. So let's use the alter table command to change it to more than 10. Let's make it 20. So alter table team, modify team name to varchar of 20, and it is not null. Okay, so now I describe team, it will be varchar of 20. So now I can add the second team. Okay, let's add the third team. Let's add the fourth team. Okay, so when you say select star from team, it will display all the four team ID and team name. Okay, so that's showing the content of the table team using a DML statement, which is data manipulation statement. So let's start from team. Now create another table, match details and insert data as shown below. Okay, so the team ID we already made as the primary key, and here the match ID is the primary key. So let's create a second table, create table match details. Match ID, let's say char of 2 is the primary key. Then match date is a date. Then first team ID is an int. Second team ID is also an int. So these two have to be made the foreign keys for the team table. We'll do that after this. Then the first team score is an int. Second team score is also an int. Okay. So let's see if they're asking us to make it as foreign key. Not there, but they have to take values only from the team ID. So let's make it. So alter table match details, add foreign key of first team ID, first team ID, references is a keyword, then the table name is team of team ID. And you can do the same thing for second team ID and references team of team ID. Okay, so when I say describe match details, should be fine. Okay. All right, so let's insert into match details, insert into match details, values, M1, date within double quotes, 2018-07-17. First team ID is 1, second team ID is 2, score 90 and 86. Second match 2, 18, 3 and 4, 45 and 48, and then 07-19, 1 and 3, 78 and 56, then M4, also 19, 2 and 4, 56 and 67, then M5 is 18, 1 and 4, 32 and 87, M6 is 17, 2 and 3, 67 and 51. Okay, so select star from match details. I'll show you all these rows. So let's do the query. Display the match ID of all those matches where both the teams have scored more than 70. Okay. So first team score and second team score are the attribute names. Select match ID is the only column we want to display from match details uh, where first team score is greater than 70 and second team score is greater than 70. So let's just match one. Okay, let's do the next one. Display the match ID of all those matches where the first team has scored less than 70, but second team has scored more than 70. So select match ID from match details, where first team score is greater than 7, less than 70, and the second team score is greater than 70. Let's match 5. Display the match ID and date of matches played by team 1 and won by it. Okay, let's see. Select star from match details. So team one is like number 1, right? So and won by it. Okay, okay. So it could be the other way also, but second team ID is not team 1 anyway, but you could check it. So select this the match ID. Okay, select match ID from match details, where so if first team ID is 1 and first team score greater than second team score, now we can put this in parenthesis because this is one group of condition. First team ID has to be 1 and the first team score has to be greater than second team score, or second team ID equal to 1 and second team score greater than first team score. So this idea can use it for any team if you want to. Okay, first team ID, first team, what I meant, first team. So there are two teams, first and then team. First team ID equals 1 and first team score greater than second team score, or second team ID equal 1 and second team score greater than first team score. So this should work. So M1 and M3. So this idea, you can use it for any team. Let's say first team ID is 2 and first team score greater than second team score, or second team ID is 2 and second team score greater than first team score. This way, we display all the matches that are won by team 2. So that's match 6 and so on. Okay. Let's do it for team 3. That's nothing. So team 3 has not won anything, basically. That's what it means. Then team 4. They won 3 matches. So first team ID is 4 and first team greater than second team score, or second team ID is 4 and second team score greater than first team score. They won 3 matches. Okay. Display the not won by it. Okay, so display the match ID of matches played by team 2 and not won by it. Okay. So select match ID from match details, where you can do it like this. First team ID, first team ID is 2 and first team score less than second team score because they have lost, or second team ID is 2 and second team score less than first team score because they have lost again. Okay, less than first team score. So first team and score. So M1 and M4 are the two matches lost by team 2. Okay. So first team ID is 2 and first team score less than second team score, or second team ID is 2 and second team score less than first team score. Okay. Change the name of relation team to T underscore data. Okay, so we saw how to change things. Let's change the column names first. Alter table T, rename column team ID to T underscore ID. I'm not sure I can do that because team ID is a primary key. Okay, you can do that. Alter table team, rename column team name to T underscore name. You can do that as well. Okay, so let's say rename table T to T underscore data. And rename the table also like this. Okay. So without doing alter tables, let's say rename table team to team data. Then say describe, so show tables. It will show like this. And describe T underscore data, show like this. And describe match details, and show like this. So the primary key foreign key relationship is carried over. Okay. All right. So let's do question 6. Um, a shop, wonderful garment who sells school uniform maintains a database school uniform as shown below. Okay, so let's create database school uniform. I think I already have one, so let's make it school uniform and cost or something like that. The end of the semicolon. Now use school uniform cost, use the database name. So like we are getting inside that folder. So we have two relations, uniform and cost. They made uniform code as the primary key for uniform relations. Further, they use uniform code and size to be composite key for, they used uniform code and size to be the composite keys for cost relation. Fine. By analyzing the database schema and database state, specify SQL queries to rectify the following anomalies. Okay. So let's create the tables. Create table uniform, and it's going to have uniform code. Let's make it int and primary key, and uniform name as varchar of say some 20. And let's also create so the cost one has uniform has color, I think. Okay, so U color as varchar of say 15 or something like that. That's this. Then the table cost has U code and int and the size, which is char of 1. Then the price, this is also an int. Okay, now you can make you can create primary key using the alter thing if you want. Or let's try it this way itself. Primary key of ucode comma size, I think should create that as well. Yes. You can specify the composite key like as part of thing or using the alter table command. Okay, so uh, so you want to add something, right? Uh, Okay. Okay, so make a provision so that the data can be entered in the cost table only if it's already in uniform table. So primarily they want to relate the two tables, right? So describe uniform, describe cost. So you code is the only thing that's common. So let's make alter table cost and foreign key of ucode references uniform ucode. That should do. And you want to make the U name not null because they should be able to assign a new U code to an item only if it has a valid U name. Uh, okay, so alter table uniform modify. Right now, U name is varchar of 20, so but we don't want it to take null value. Right now it says yes, so it can take null values. So we can do it alter table uniform modify you name to be varchar of 20, varchar, not varchar, varchar of 20, and you just specify it as not null. So you have to specify the data type and the size in this case, and then not null. So as if you're adding that attribute. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the price of the item has to be always greater than 0. So this is using the add constraint, alter table cost, because the price is the cost table. The price has to be greater than 0. So add constraint is the keyword, like add primary key, add foreign key, like that add constraint is the key, both are keyword. And then you can name the constraint, so check price or something is the name of the constraint. Nothing has to do with anything. You can name, you put your name or anything here as the constraint name. Then this check is a built-in keyword, quote within parenthesis, price greater than 0, close the parenthesis. So this way you can add a constraint that the price has to be greater than 0. So describe, say uniform. So now, and describe cost. Okay. So let's insert some values into uniform first because it has the primary key for a foreign key in the cost table. So insert into uniform. The code is 1, let's say it's shirt, and the color is say blue. Oh, we have to put values, sorry, see here. Insert into uniform values, so keyword, 1 shirt, and then blue. Now insert into uniform is to few more rows, pant, yellow, like that. Let's add something like this, pink. Let's add um, let's say green or something like that. Okay. Now let's add the handkerchief as they are asking for. Okay, so select start from uniform. This will show all these things. So let's now describe cost. So we need to add some entries here. Insert into cost values, one of the uniform code, let's say 1. Size is say medium, and the price is say 30 rupees or 300 rupees. So we can do something like this. For large is 350. For two, small is say 500, and large is say 600, and number 3 is the medium is say 400. Number 4 is say large is say 800. Number 5 is say number 4, let's make it small. That is 700. Number 5, there's no size. So in that case, if you want to make the size null, that's fine. So let's do it like this: U code, comma, price. So for saree, there's no size, so we can make it 1000. Okay, size doesn't have a default value, but oh, there's a primary key. Okay, size is a primary key. We have not had a default value. Okay, so let's set a default value using the add constraint, alter table cost, modify. I don't know whether we can modify because now it's a foreign key. Char of 1, and default, set its default to be something like this. Okay, we could do. So now we could add, so if you describe cost, it will show the default value like this. So now you could add a row for saree without the size. And same thing, let's see. So handkerchief also doesn't need size really. Okay, so let's make it 6. And the price is say 50 rupees or something like that. So select star from cost. So now let's do table joining, which we do using primary key foreign key relationship. So select star from uniform as well. So I want now to list the U name along with the size and the price, U name and U color, and like that. So let's do select cost dot U code, comma, uniform dot U name, uniform dot U color, comma, cost dot size, cost dot price. So calling both the tables, so you can say from cost, comma, uniform, where cost dot U code. Okay, so you're linking the joining cost dot U code equals uniform dot U code. So linking the two. Okay, that's why joining the two tables. Okay. Now you can find the average price of each U code. Okay. So select U code and average of price from cost. So average is an aggregating function, so I have to group by immediately, group by U code. Because that's what you're listing as attribute without any thing. So you have to group by that attribute. So you can round this average thing to 0. 0, so the decimal part will be trump cut. Okay. Now you can display so you can alias it as average price or something like that, group by, and you can order by average price if you want. First, it will display increasing order if you don't specify DESC, otherwise it will be in descending order. Then you can also filter those having only average price say greater than 500 rupees. So that you have to do filter using the having clause, which has to immediately follow the group by. So group by you quote having average price greater than 500, order by average price descending. So that should do. So if you use having, it has to immediately follow the group by clause. Okay. So I have not used where here. So let's display the U name also here. So then you have to prefix all these things with the table names. So you can say cost dot, not cost, uniform dot U name, and we are not, yeah, this is fine. As average price from cost, comma, uniform. Group by cost dot U code, having average price ordered by, I think should be fine. Let's cannot display the uniform name. Okay, we didn't link them, so we have to link. See, so you cannot just say cost dot code uniform dot your name. So we have to link them. So link using the where command, which has to immediately follow the from clause, from cost uniform where cost dot code equals uniform dot code. Then group by cost dot code having average price greater than 500, order by average price descending. So this should work. So this is these are the U names. So when you again you're using group by, so you cannot just say uniform dot name and cost dot code, the two tables. So you have to link the two tables. So linking or joining the two tables is done using the where clause and linking the primary key and foreign key. So where cost dot code equals uniform dot code, and always where clause has to follow the from those tables where linking the joining the two primary keys, then the foreign key, and then you can do all the group by. So group by the U code having, again we are using this alias average price greater than 500 ordered by the same alias average price descending order. Okay. So select star from, let's say, uniform. You could yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so let's do the next question. Okay, consider the following table. We have to create the table product with the appropriate data type and constraints. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. So P code is a varchar of 3. Create table product. P code is varchar of 3, and that's supposed to be the primary key. P name is varchar of, say, 20, not null. Now U price is int, And manufacturer is say voucher of 15. That should do. So let's see. Um, we created the table product with appropriate data types and constraints. So we made it as the primary key, which is the P code. List the product code, product name, and price. Okay, let's first insert them. So insert into product values is a keyword P01 within double quotes because it's a matcha, and it is washing powder 120 and the name of the manufacturer 02 toothpaste 54 and P03 is soap 25 and P04 is also toothpaste 65 rupees. And then P05 is soap 38 and P06 245. Okay, fine. So let's do this. List the product code, product name, and price in descending order of the product name. Okay, if the P name is the same, then display the data in ascending order of price. Okay, let's do this. List the product code, P name, product, okay, and U price in descending order of the product name. Okay, select P code, P name, U price from product, order by P name in descending order. So washing powder W, so listed first, and toothpaste T, then S soap, then shampoo. Now if P name is the same, then display the data in ascending order by price. So varying the time. So you should know that you can order by more than one attribute as well. So first order by product name, and if the product name is the same, we break the tie by putting, I think you can put a comma, and then U price, which will be ascending order. Okay, I think it should work, right? So ascending order is ASC, descending order is DESC. So order by P name descending order first, comma, U price ascending order. So toothpaste 54.65, soap 25.38. Okay, add a new column discount to the table product. So we can do the alter command, alter table product, and add discount is a attribute name, and you have to specify its int, and I think that should do for now. Let's see. I put tail, okay. So this should be table, alter table product. My keys are not good in my keyboard. So describe product, discount is there. Okay. Now calculate the value of discount in the table product as 10% review price for all those products where review price is more than 100, otherwise the discount will be 0. Okay, so we can use the case then. let's first calculate. Now we can do it if we don't want to use a case. Let's alter table product, modify since discount is already there. Modify discount, which is an int. You can set a default value of 0 if you want. That way, if you're not adding a discount, it will stay as 0. So this way you don't have to use, because your book didn't cover if the case when and all these things. So let's use this logic. So you could have done it while creating the table, attribute, it's adding the attribute itself. Add discount int default to 0 is also a way to do it. But since the attribute discount is already there, now you have to use the modify and get the set the default value. So now if you describe product, the default is 0. So now you can update discount. So update the table name product, set discount equals 10% of U price, where U price greater than 100. So now if you select star from product, it will display, even though the default is set as 0, when you're displaying it, it is printing as null. That's how it does. So increase the price by 12% for all the product manufactured by Dow. Okay. So update table product, set price. So U price. I think you can do self increment 1.12 times U price, where manufacturer, if you are not, I think you have specified within just 4 characters, so it should work. So it will be increased by 12%. It was 38, now it is 43. It was 245, now it is 274. Display the total number of product manufactured by each manufacturer. That's good thing. So these are the product names and the manufacturer. Okay. Let's see. You can say select P name. I cannot do P name. Select count of manufacturer from product. And counting is an aggregating function by an attribute. Okay, so you can list the manufacturer if you want. Product, group by manufacturer. So it will print the different manufacturer and the number of product they are making. So Dow is making 2. So if you want to now print only those manufacturers that make more than 1 product, you can use the count thing here, put an alias, let's just say count or num products, like that. From product, group by manufacturer, having num products greater than 1, so it will display only Dow. Okay. So write the output produced by executing. Okay, so you want the average price of each P name. Okay. Okay, select star from product. So if you see here, there are 2 entries for toothpaste, 2 entries for soap and all these things. So you want the average price of toothpaste, average price of soap and all these things. Okay, select P name, and we want to find average of price, U price, from product group by P name. So that will group by P name and find the average price. And then you can round it if you want to 0. And if you want, you can display it as an alias average underscore price. Okay. Select distinct manufacturer from product. So you want to just see the unique manufacturer names. So select distinct manufacturer from product. Okay. So how many products they make, which we did. We did, right? Count. Okay, now let's see. How many products are there? Okay. Let's see. Select star from products. So how many entries for toothpaste, soap, and so on, right? Okay, select P name, count of P name from product, group by P name. It should display that. So yeah, okay. Or you can say like what they have in your book, select count of distinct P name from product. We should also, this is the number of unique products there. So this will give you only the number of unique products out there. Okay. Because when you say distinct P name, it's going to print the unique P names, and when you call count, it's going to count the number of distinct P names. Okay. Now we want for each P name the maximum and the minimum price. Select star from product. For each P name, a maximum minimum. So like we did the average, we can do that as well. Min of U price, max of U price, average of U price if we want, round to 0 from product, group by P name. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's go to the inventory table. Car show, I think was what I created yesterday. Car show, yeah. Use car show tables. Okay, let's do inventory table. Describe the table inventory. So we don't have a discount column. Let's add to it. Alter table inventory discount. So again, you can set the default to be 0 right now. Now we have to add it. So either add or modify. So add is a keyword to add an attribute. So add is a keyword. Alter table keyword. Inventory is a table name. Add is a keyword. Discount is attribute name. And you want to specify its data type, which is an int, and then default to be 0. Okay. So describe inventory. It is what it is. Okay. Then set appropriate discount values for all cars, keeping in mind the following. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Select star from inventory. So these are the cars out there with their sale price. So I have to do is string the price, the discount. If no discount is available on the LXI model. Okay, so we already have it as null, but let us set it to okay. Okay, so this is an ideal case of using case end. So VXI model gets 10%, and those other than LXI and VXI get 12%. Okay. Update inventory set discount equals. So instead of putting an expression, you use case and then followed by end. Okay, that's the syntax. And so now like if and when, that's like if, when model equals model equals LXI, then 0. Okay, that's expression because that's the discount when it is LXI. Then another when model equals VXI, then the expression to set to the discount is 0.10 times same, what's this name, price. Okay, then when else, you can say else because you have used two if model equals LXI, then 0 is for discount. If model equals VXI, then 0 is the value for 0.10 times price is the discount. Else, it's like if then else, if else if else, or if else. So that's my if. Okay, another if, now else, the expression 0.12 times price. So that's the case for discount. Um, if it's other than LXI or VXI, let's try. Good. So let's display select model, comma discount. If you want, you can put the price, comma discount from inventory. So they have not covered case when and all these things, but they're still asking it. Okay. So you see LXI gets 0, VXI gets 10% of their price. Okay, and the other models get 12% of their price. Okay. All right. So let's start from again. That's the syntax of this the case when. So case and so you can do one more if you want like 20% and 25% just for practice. Select, so not select, update the table name inventory, set discount equal to. So you'll normally put an expression discount equal to some 0.1% of price or just some number 200. But now you want to use an if else. So that starts with the case and just an and. Okay, and everything gets inside this case block, case and semicolon. So now everything gets inside this case, then if, then finally else. You else is optional actually, but let's do when let's say model equals say LXI. We want to now let's give say 20% discount, then 0.2 times 0.20 times price. That's if then another if then if model equals when model it's not if, we have to use when. I'm just using if for understanding. When model equals VXI, then so putting discount equal to because it is already there 0.10 times price. Now as I said else is optional, And since discount value is already there based on some other condition, we have to put else to make things more appropriate. Now, if you put 0, then those models other than LXI and VXI will get 0. That's the expression for discount for models other than LXI and VXI. So you can try that option in this, and let's say select model, comma, price, comma, discount from product, from inventory. So you see, LXI get 20%, VXI get 10%, and everything else get 0. It's up to us how to play with it. Okay. Now display the name of the costliest car with the fuel type. Okay, select star from again inventory. So let's say we want to group by fuel type, and we can find the maximum price. We can do that. Select fuel type is a group by thing. Maximum of price for that from product, and group by fuel type. So this will get you sorry, inventory. Inventory is a table name. Select fuel type is the attribute name. Max, like average, you can do a max from inventory. I was thinking about the product to the previous question. Inventory group by fuel type. That's all it is. Okay, so this is the max price of each type of car. And name is petrol. Okay. Select fuel type, group by fuel type. Now, okay, so this displays for everything, right? Now, there's another way you can do it only for petrol. Select, let's see how you do that just for petrol. Let's try it. Max of price, but it's an aggregating function. We may have to just add a where clause from inventory where fuel type is petrol. Yeah, petrol. It's not case sensitive, equals petrol. So where has to immediately follow the from clause. That's the rule. Then you can move by fuel type. So that should do. Okay, so you can avoid the CNG from getting displayed if you want. So where fuel type is petrol means you're just limiting just for the petrol to be displayed. But remember, where has to immediately follow the from clause. You cannot put the where after the group by. From followed by where if you have to use where. Similarly, having clause should follow group by. And order by could be at the end. And you can order by either the attribute or the alias that you create for some function. Okay. So for example, going back to the previous thing, we just remove this where clause, this particular simplicity. You can label this as max price or something from inventory group by fuel type. Order by max price in ascending order. So this will display CNG first. Now calculate the average discount and total discount available on Baleno cars. Okay, select star from inventory. Baleno cars have discount or not. They have a discount of 0. So let's say one more case, and if you want, let's say 20% on 15% on LXI, 10% on VXI, and 5% on others. Okay, let's do a last one. So update inventory set discount equals, and case followed by and. When model equals LXI, then 0.15 times price for price. Then when model equals VXI, then 0.10 times price, then just else. For the others, it is 0.05 times price is for the discount, and then you can end it. So select model, price, and discount from inventory. So it will display the discount. Where is the belly? No, it's part of the uname, car name. Okay. So select car name, price, or model if you want, and discount from inventory. Okay, so now you want to select the average discount and total discount available on Belly cars. Okay. All right, select, so average total, all aggregating functions here use group by, and this is based on Baleno. Okay, so that's a car name. So select car name, comma, average of discount and sum of discount from inventory group by car name. So this will get you the average and discount, that's a total discount, sum of the discount for all the car names. By group by car names. Okay, of course, group by car name. So now we want to filter this output only for Baleno. So introduce a where clause where car name equals Baleno. Okay. This is the total number of cars having no discount. Okay, let's set it one more update. Update inventory. Set discount equals in case and when let's say using car name this time, when car name equals say eco, then let's say 0.2 times price. When car name equals Baleno, then 0.10 times price, else you can say 0. So those cars other than Eco and Baleno get no discount. Okay, so select car name, price, and discount. Inventory. So now you can get a count. Select count of discount from inventory. Where let's say discount is 0. This will print you the number of cars that have discount as 0. Okay, so you can, if you want to print count of discount, or you can also say count of star because that's all the records, right? So you can say count of star if you want. Now, again, count of a discount greater than some amount, say 10,000 rupees. So again, 4 cars. Let's say, so discount say greater than, I don't know, 70,000 rupees. There's those 2 cars. Okay. If you want just car names that have discount greater than 70,000 rupees. We can do that. Okay. All right. So we'll stop with this.